So we had some drama earlier today on the WNBA side. Again, with Enes Kanter Freedom getting kicked out of the WNBA game. I guess Natasha Cloud had some words to say to him. Before we even watch that, there is some footage of him just showing up to the game that kind of shows the kind of anger and vitriol that some of these people, I guess the fans of the WNBA, have towards him. Let's watch this real quick. All right, so I know I paused it pretty quickly. So this is a dude with his kid rolling up on former NBA player with security, with his child, cursing at him. Emotional. Why would you put your kid in that? What happened if Freedom was just a maniac and just wanted to fight? You have your child there. You see security. Like, this is something I can never vouch for. Putting yourself in danger, potential danger, over what? You don't like him. You don't agree with what he's trying to do. He is trying to join the WNBA draft next year. So you're going to put your kid in that situation? Crazy.
Bitch ass nigga. Out of Chicago.
I'm not touching him. I'm just saying, fuck you, bitch.
You was sorry in the league. You was sorry in the league. Sorry ass. You was sorry in the league. You was sorry in the league. You wouldn't even do good in this league. You sorry ass.
All right, you could have just said you're a bum. You're always a bum. Whatever. Professional athletes get trash talked and heckled all the time. But you're cursing, you're flipping out, you're crashing out. Just very emotional behavior. And that was probably a father with his kid. Were you trying to teach your child? That's how you react to people? Crazy.
Sorry. No, you ain't good. You ain't good here. You ain't good here. You got the police with you. Man, you a kid.
Of course you should have police with him. The way some of people are reacting, they're acting a little unhinged. I would have security too.
And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena after Natasha Cloud got that bucket. She wanted her voice heard. We have talked about the conversations surrounding the W. That is Enes Kanter in the building today.
Now, apparently he got kicked out of the arena from this. He was kicked out as Natasha Cloud scored. She has some trash talk. He stands up. I don't know why he got ejected. This is another bad move. Why was he ejected out of this game? She had something to say. He had something to say. Why don't you just leave it alone? That could have been a little back and forth. But now you just made it a bigger deal.
He has voiced how he's felt about the situation. Natasha Cloud voice.
So verifying from Enes Kanter's Twitter account, I just got kicked out of a WNBA game for supporting women. Let that sink in with America. So WNBA is just making one bad move after another. You don't want this guy in the league. You're going to have to make sure the rules solidify biological women, or he's going to show up. And I think if he's not able to be in the drafting process in the WNBA, he's going to have a lawsuit on his hands. Like this is going to get more and more crazy. Even talking about Natasha Cloud, she had something to say a day or two ago. So what happened in this situation was another dildo was thrown into the arena. I understand them being mad about it. It is funny, but I can see why, WNBA players ain't appreciating that. Okay, whatever. But what she said was outrageous at a post-game conference. Check this out real quick if you haven't seen this.
Man, y'all lame as fuck. Sorry, mama. And like, in most of these occasions, it's men. And I want you to know that is the gayest thing that you can do. is to go to a store, a sex shop, buy a dildo, come to a women's game to throw the dildo on the court. That is the gayest shit that I've ever heard. So,
So just throwing out there, first of all, there are gayer things that you can do. Just, I think we all know there's gayer things you could be done. If we're gonna go in that mode of, and it's a professional athlete that's talking about this at a press conference, and then also, mind you, LaMelo Ball was fined $100,000 by the NBA for saying no homo, using that phrase. He was fined $100,000. Most likely, this person is not going to get fined at all. I think there'll be no sanctions at all for what she just said right here.
I'm a firm believer in anyone that has so much problem with a certain marginalized group, just come out and say that you're a part of our marginalized group, because that hate is unwarranted. It's not factual. And it says more about the internal struggles of that individual than it ever will say about the collective group.
Again, I know they're trolling, but if Royce White and Enes Kanter are saying that we're trans, are you going to accept them in the league? You could go back to the video of her confronting Freedom. If he actually plays in the NBA, how many points do you think you could score on him? How many points he's going to be able to score on you? He's a foot taller than you, probably even longer. This is the issue that's going to happen if Freedom is allowed and Royce White and others are allowed to participate in this sport next year. It's going to be a circus. It's already a circus now.
The men that are throwing it also shows that you are weak, like extremely weak. And it says a lot about how you feel about women, but we don't care. It's a disruption of the game. Y'all lame as shit to us. Y'all gay to us, and we see it. So keep throwing them if you just want to keep telling us you're gay.
The best response is to not make it a big deal. To say, whatever, they want to throw it. It's kind of silly, but we're here to play a game. You want to minimize the trolling. See, they don't understand how the internet works. You can't beat the internet. You can't beat trolls. The more you give them energy, the more you give them attention, the more you show that what they're doing is bothering you, they will continue to do it more and more. Now, I know they found the fan that did it in this game. He got banned, so I guess he won't be able to, but there will be copycats because they know how it makes you feel. One of the things I learned, especially here on the internet, and I think in life in general, you don't want the people that you don't like to see you bleed. And once they see blood in the water, they're not going to stop. So the dildo thing, I think it hasn't happened in a while, but trust me, before the end of this WNBA season and the playoffs, there will be another dildo being thrown. There'll be more than one. They are getting the reaction they want. They do the action, and then your response dictate whether they're going to do it or stop doing it. And they will continue to do it.
So corny.
You can come out. It's okay. You'll be happier. You'll be nicer to people. You'll be happier in your everyday life. You don't need to go to therapy or none of that shit. Just be yourself.
I'll repeat again in case you forgot. LaMelo Ball was fined $100,000 for just using the words "no homo."
And green, like, get your skin color. My bad. Sorry. Thank you for asking that. I've been waiting for this question. Y'all weird.
All right, this was
like it says dildo on their credit card. Like they have to go through their financial advisor and be like, "What's this green dildo? Like, you good, Chad?"
I'm sorry, that was kind of funny. That was funny. I mean, going to the store and has a but for her to insinuate the person who did it was gay, no, it could. They're just trolling. They're messing with you, and you're letting them get to you. And then how she reacted against game with Freedom out there, you're showing that it's bothering you. And that's what you're not supposed to do when you want to deal with trolls.
Good, Richard? Are you good, Paul? Because it also is a certain demographic. Y'all cool? Are y'all cool? And don't be running. Sorry, okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, now she went with the race thing. Again, I think all races of people were laughing at that. But this is the state of the WNBA. I'm going to keep saying this as I cover this and been doing a couple of videos over the last 2 weeks. They need a stronger commissioner. They need a commissioner that's going to clean this up and get them all going in one direction. True, strong leadership. They need somebody. They need someone that obviously is going to command respect, someone that's going to focus on the business of the WNBA and how to make it grow, and to, I think, focus on the game and the storylines of the really talented players in the game, I would lower the rim, but a lot of people don't want to lower the rim, whatever. But I would lower the rim. But to progress the game, because it's in this stage of chaos. It's in this state of, and they can't seem to get themselves out of it. But there's just a quick video. Oh yeah, shout out to the Knicks. I got I spent so much money on Knicks championship shirts. It's embarrassing. But it was, the last championship was 50 something years ago. So who knows when the next one's going to happen. I had to enjoy. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.